The Center for Learning and Childhood Development Ghana says about 60% of parents whose children are diagnosed with Down syndrome experience broken relationships, including divorce. This revelation was made at a stakeholder engagement held under the theme Promoting Recognition for Unpaid Care Work for Carers of Children with Developmental Disabilities in Ghana. The director of the center, Kwame Sakyi, in a media interview, highlighted the severe stigmatization faced by mothers of children with developmental disabilities. According to him, only 9% of support comes from individuals, while government support stands at just 3%, leaving most caregivers to shoulder the burden alone.
What we have found is that when the child is diagnosed with a disability, 60% of them in somehow have a broken relationship, particularly when it comes to divorce. So most of the men tend to think it's the woman's problem, and as a result of that, the marriage tend to really dissolve, and the care is usually on the woman. So that's one thing that we found. The other one that we found is that if you take 100 caregivers with children with disability, only 9% of them receive some form of support from anyone. And only 3% receive some form of support from the government. And that is so small, relative to about 97% that wants the government to provide some sense of support for them. So those are some of the statistics that we kind of came up with. As far as inclusive education is concerned, what we know is that it is really important to the government. It is really critical to the government. But where the challenge continues to be is, one, the caregivers will still say, if they take the child to school, the head teachers don't want to accept them, because the resources that they need to be able to provide the support for the children are not there.